Considering I've been out for 5 years-ish now, I think it's about time that I offered some advice and things that I've learned since I came out. This is a really scary video to make, putting yourself on the internet with your face, but I think it's important, and I have some advice. I think a lot of people really need to hear this, and to hear this advice. So yeah, this video isn't just for trans men or trans women. There will be advice for all genders here, so it's just for being trans in general, because it is a hard thing. It is. But I'm surviving, and so can you. So here's how to survive being trans in 2025. That so cringe. First of all, it's okay to stay in the closet. There's a lot of push on coming out and all this stuff, like putting on a big show or whatever, but it's okay to not be ready yet, or to not be safe enough yet. You haven't talked about it with your family before, or your parents haven't really heard the terms, or like aren't familiar with the topic, or have these your parents and stuff, they already have these ideas of you that they've had because they grew up with you and stuff. And so because they have that, they don't really see the transness, if that makes sense, because it's just always been part of you. But like I said, it's okay to stay in the closet. And there's a lot of society pressure. There's a lot of, on the internet, it's very pushed that you need to be out. But if it's safer for you, then it's okay to, only be partially out the closet. If you're out to friends, or if you're out online, or if you're out, there's no pressure at all, because at the end of the day, it's what's good for you, it's what's keeping you safe, and it's what, feels right for you. You don't have to feel like you have to come out. If you're not ready to come out, that's totally fine, because obviously it's what it's what's good for you. You don't need to be in there. If you've got friends who aren't good with the topic, or they've shown that they're not okay with it, then obviously you shouldn't be around those people, for one. But two, you don't have to tell them. You you don't owe it to anybody. Nobody is you don't owe it to anybody to tell people what gender you are. You don't owe it to anybody. And it's something I wish a lot of people told me earlier, that it was okay to change your mind as well. And it's okay to second guess yourself, because you're still learning, you're still experiencing things, you're still human, you're still developing, you're still growing. It's fine to still be learning about yourself and stuff. So even if you're learning later on that you're trans, or that you haven't really thought about it that much, but you're slowly coming to terms with it, it's okay. It's totally okay. You're okay. And you're totally seen here. Two, you want to make sure that you're prepared for coming out. Or just prepared in general, because being trans is a big change. So you want to be prepared for coming out. So making sure you're safe, making sure you have a plan B. If things go wrong, you have somewhere to turn to, stuff like that. Because there are a lot of cases of parents not being accepting, roommates not being accepting, stuff like that. So it's important to make sure that you've got a backup safety plan, just in case. And then you also need to be prepared for a lot of changes in your life, depending on how you want to transition and stuff. And you have to consider all that, because there's a lot to consider when it comes to being trans. It's not a choice to be trans, but it's a choice to come out and go through with the transition, and go through with all the stuff on top of it, because it's but yeah, you have to be prepared for questions, lots of questions. I get a lot of questions in my life. When I first came out, I had a million questions from my family. It comes with mocking and transphobic comments, obviously. So just mentally prepare for that, because it does get a lot, and it does get tiring. So it's always good to make sure you have multiple friends and people online you can talk to. So I think a lot of places that I used to frequent was the trans subreddit, and stuff like that. Anywhere with a community that's engaging, welcoming, and accepting, and very just nice, I guess. So make sure you have some sort of safety plan, some sort of security for yourself, because you don't want to be stuck. Focus on yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people's transitions. Don't like look at other people's transitions and be like, oh my god, like why am I not that far ahead? Like go at your own pace, and if you can't afford something, don't waste money trying to do it, because surviving is more important than dying. But for real, everyone has their own experiences and stuff, and everyone handles stuff differently. Everybody has different ways. Everyone has a different transition goal. So you really shouldn't be focusing on other people, and don't, you know, hold yourself back for other people or do stuff for other people. I guess like that. I think a lot of people focus on the wrong things when it comes to transitioning, and they don't really focus on themselves, which sucks. But now let's discuss something very important. Bathrooms, specifically public ones. Okay, so public bathrooms are scary. Yeah, they're actually terrifying, and I personally don't use them that much because they're scary, and I avoid them like the plague. But in the event that I do need to use one, I think that it is important to use the one that you're going to be safe in. Bathrooms are for business, okay? You do your toilet stuff, you wash your hands, or you don't wash your hands if you're gross, I don't know, and then you leave, okay? That's the bathroom, to make sure you're not going to get hurt in the bathroom. Because there are idiots, who don't understand that the bathroom is for bathroom stuff. So, use the bathroom that you are comfortable with, that you are safe with. Most importantly, safe. Because you do not want to find yourself in the bathroom getting ganged up on, because it is awkward and weird and gross. But it's okay to choose and change where you go, because it's for your safety and it's for your comfortability, and everyone has different experiences, so just, be very, very careful when you pick where you're going, and just do your business and get out as fast as you can, because bathrooms are scary. I think the best advice anyone can give is to just be authentic to yourself, but be safe doing it. Obviously, your safety comes first, and of course, your mental health matters, and to just make sure you look after yourself. It's important to have an identity outside of being trans as well. So, I'm not just the trans guy. I like reading, and I like gaming, and I like baking, and I like all this other stuff. So it's not just my whole personality, I swear, which you probably think it is based on this channel. But I just wanted to have somewhere where I could connect with other people and give advice and like share my experience, because everyone has a different experience, and I think it's really important for people to see that. I think it's important for people to understand that there's no one right way to be trans, and there's no like there's no one perfect way to be, transgender. It's just something that you are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you heard something that you needed to hear. I hope you feel seen, and I hope you feel loved. And hopefully I will be back to making good videos, in quotations, because let's be honest, my videos are very unoriginal at the moment. But I'm going through the time, so I don't want to make a lot more content with my face and, talking about the community and talking about my own experiences. So I'll probably talk about how I came out and stuff like that at some point, if anybody's interested, because I think it's important to hear everyone's stories, and I think it's important to have that representation out there. So again, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Comment down below if you have any questions, and try not to be hateful, I guess, because what's the point in having a nice community if it's just hate? And yeah, I'll hopefully make another video soon. Okay.